Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Femme Luxe review. I've got some really cool pieces on my hands today. There will be 4 different types of dresses, some really cute ones and some like going out ones, including this one. I've got enough tops and stuff for to last me up until summer, so I thought I might as well just go back into dresses again. So getting right into it, I've got this one on. I'll be dropping names, sizes, links, everything in my blog, as well as the description on YouTube and IGTV too. So this one I would say is pretty cool. I love the fact that it's a 1-sleeve dress. It's just a bit of sass, like, I have to admit. Especially this bit here. Like, okay, maybe not this point, but just how it is. I can't even tuck it in. Sometimes you can oh no. Sometimes you can tuck it in, but this one clearly doesn't want to. So I do quite like it. It fits really well. It's a really hugging fit. It's more of a pullover dress with a small zip, just so you can obviously get your head through and not struggle so much. Quality is not too bad. Actually, I have to admit, it is quite see-throughy. Meaning it's not heavy lined, and this material isn't that thick. And I say that obviously because you can probably see where my tights end, here, and obviously then it's all darker, and you get the gist. So in terms of arm length, it's not too bad. It sits sort of just away from the wrist a little bit, but it's not too short. I don't mind this, to be fair, because then you can just wear chunky bangles, so it works. It's all nicely fitted up here. Obviously there's nothing here, so it's cool. And around the neck, it's just a really nice fit. It doesn't sit too high, it doesn't sit too low, so you can obviously wear chokers and everything. But yeah, I quite like this. It's a pretty cool dress. And it fits well, it hugs well, it looks amazing on. And I'm quite liking this. However, the only bad thing, I wasn't about to forget this. The only bad thing is this dress came stained. So I've got a marking just here. I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but it's a marking just here. And I've got quite a few dotted all around the back. I don't know what it is, but to be honest, it's not foundation or anything, but I wasn't overly impressed with that. But otherwise, putting that aside, this is actually quite a nice dress. I really like the fit and feel of it. And I would probably give this a 7, only because it came with markings on. Otherwise, it would have been an 8 or 9. But yeah, otherwise this is quite sweet. I quite like this dress. A really cool party one that you can dress up or down. And I would say wear to work. See, maybe I would wear this to work or something and dress it up quite small. But yeah, otherwise I quite like it. And into the next dress we go. And this one is adorable. Oh my god, when I say I absolutely love the way this dress looks. So this is one of my really cute, playful ones that I wanted to pick out for more for summer really. That you can dress up or down. I would have done new tights with it, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to stick with black, so hey. So one thing I really do like about this dress is the way it fits. And that's all thanks to this hidden zip. I wasn't going to make the mistake that I made last time and forget that there was even a zip there. Which is great. And you've also got a fair bit of elastic as well, so you get this really nice fitted finish going right across. Another great thing that we've got is this adjustable bow bit here. Obviously mine's just trying to hide my bra underneath, but yeah, so this is obviously adjustable, so you can make this quite wide or obviously quite tight. I've done it quite tight because I quite like the shape that it's got going on at the moment. And one thing I really like is the back black paneling even at the sides, which kind of gives you that really nice hourglass kind of look. Without even trying, to be honest, is I can see it from here, and it's oh my god, actually it gives me a really nice bit of shape. So then you've got a really nice cute flary bottom. So these are made up of 3 layers, as you can see, and I have to say they're so hard to iron. Oh my god, it took me ages trying to iron this, but I do quite like this dress. So let me show you guys up close what we're working with. So that's what it's like. It is quite thin, it is quite see-through, so you might want to have a look at lingerie that you've got that you can obviously pair with this. But I quite like it, I have to admit. And one thing I really do like is the fact that you've got like adjustable straps on these, which are nice and thick, and they don't get like caught or anything like that, so I'm really happy about that. And I've got to say, it's looking super cute. I love the way it fits. It's a little bit static on me at the moment, God knows why, so I'm going to need to wash this dress a couple of times before I can actually wear it again. But I love the way it looks. It's really sweet. You can dress this up or down. This is one you can obviously wear casually, probably with a pair of pumps actually, with like some really cute heels, but I wouldn't say like full on stilettos because the dress is quite short. Like it sits probably just a couple of inches away from my butt, so yeah, that's a bit of a you're gonna have to try it out. But otherwise, I quite like it. I feel like it's really cute. It looks adorable. This is totally like a 9 out of 10 for me, I have to say. Yeah. And the next piece, guys, is this really cool cape looking dress. To the point it's like, oh my gosh, how much like can you just whoosh this around? So this dress I was toying with a little bit, purely because I wonder what the fit's going to be like. Will the cape actually be quite decent? Will it be quite like bad quality or not? And anyway, so I thought, do you know what, just get the dress and see how it goes. So here we are. So the one thing I'm quite unsure about is the zip. I don't know if it's actually supposed to be going at an angle or not, because I thought on the model before it was going straight. So that's one thing that made me question, because then obviously when you're trying to iron it, see what I mean? So you've got like these like little lines coming through like that. It makes it really hard to iron. That's a big thing for me, by the way, like ironing my stuff, guys. Like, oh my God, if it's out of sync or if the stitching's not right, oh, it throws me right off. So that's the one thing that I was a bit uncertain about. But however, this is where you need to get in and out of your dress. And then the cape basically, let me show you guys a bit close up. The cape basically is just stitched onto the dress. So the dress is just one piece by itself. And then the cape is literally just stitched on. Just there. And just there. And then that's it. That's all it is. So, see, now I'm getting like all flustered in it. Ooh. So one thing I do like, obviously you've got the split in between, so you can actually, it basically looks like this, which is quite nice. Or you can always do it as that as well. It actually looks better on this side than it does this side, so forget that. But anyway, so the back is plain, but then obviously looking at the back of the dress, let me try and move most of this out of the way now. It's just a plain back dress. There's nothing special to it, to be honest. The fit of it is quite nice. There obviously is like a fair bit of room, so it's not fully shaped to your body or anything. It's not a bad thing, I suppose, but I quite like it just to have a bit of shape if I'm going to be working with something like a cape, which is quite shapeless. Do you know what I mean? Like there is no shaping to this thing. It's just like a straight cut. So I kind of like a little bit of shape because it brings it all together quite nicely rather than just looking like a big box like I am now. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty cool. I quite like this whole thing. I mean, a lot of people don't really like capes purely for this reason, actually. Oh, okay, right, new style. We can always do this instead as well. Fancy like looking a little bit older. But yeah, a lot of people don't really like the cape style purely because it is really fatty. It is like, oh God, you know, I'm messing around with all this and whatnot. But I quite like it just because it adds something a little bit different to your outfit. But yeah, otherwise it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all, I have to admit. It is a little bit short, that's why I keep sort of tugging it down, because it is just a little bit short. I would like it just slightly longer, but I can understand, obviously, you know, the cape's got to go with it and all that. But otherwise, yeah, I would probably rate this an 8, maybe. I feel like they definitely could tweak a few bits to it. Yeah, but I'll still give it an 8. That's still a good score, right? And last but not least is this amazing wine kind of burgundy coloured dress. I absolutely love the way it looks. So this piece, once again, I was umming and ahhing about, and I thought, you know what, just give it a go, see how it works out, and take it from there. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed. So getting this on, it's basically pullover, or you can just get it up from your legs, but I would be careful with that just in case you end up like ripping it a little bit. It's easy to pull over, and I've got to say it fits and sits really nice too. It hugs all over, which is quite nice if you're after that kind of bodycon finish, which I quite like. It's not too short either, like obviously it's just sitting a little bit further down rather than just across your bum, so I quite like that. And around the neck, let me just show you guys. It's this gorgeous, like, it's kind of sweetheart but not sweetheart kind of neckline. And one thing I will say is the shoulders can be quite hard to stay in place. I only say that because mine kept falling down like this, and it was super annoying. And the thing is, I wouldn't mind, but because they're not elastic, even though they look elasticated, they're not elasticated enough. So just carrying on, because obviously, you know, I ended up near enough exposing everything, and we can't have that. So as I was saying before, the arms that aren't that elasticated enough to actually stay like around your sort of past your shoulder, like bicep-y bit. So it does slip down a little bit, but it's not too bad, because at the moment it's behaving for me, so thank God. Anyway, so getting right back into it, I haven't spoken about the sleeve length, which I quite like actually. I quite like baggy sleeves. It fits really nice with the dress actually, because if you've got all bodycon, it's nice to have a bit of bagginess just to keep it all in check, I like to say. The only thing I'm a little bit annoyed about is the fact that these aren't proper elasticated cuffs. Like, they've got a bit of elastic to them, that's great, but if anything, they don't actually like cuff to your wrist, which would have been quite nice actually, and giving it that proper full baggy effect. But no worries, it's cool. Otherwise, it's not bad at all. I quite like this dress. It is really nice. Sorry, I'm just like messing with the back of it at the moment, just because I wanted to show you guys like the back. It's like a nice deep, like sort of square neck back on it, which I quite like. But yeah, otherwise, it's a really nice dress. It looks amazing. It fits really well. Quality is not too bad either. It's a little bit thin, but it's not a big deal, because I know I won't be able to see a lot through it. So in that sense, I'm quite happy about that. But yeah, otherwise, not bad. I'll probably give this a 8 again as well. Actually, there's a couple of tweaks that could be done to it, but otherwise, yeah, I feel like 8 is a good score.